Warning. The show you're about to see contains material unsuitable for children and questionable among most adults. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh my God, what do we have here? Is this Candy, the eel girl? It's been so long.
I haven't seen you in so long.
It's been a very long time. Are you coming back to work at the sideshow?
Honestly, I wish that I could come back to work here, but
Oh, wait a second. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now, half woman, half eel. Let me tell you the story about this young girl, Candy, the eel woman. I'm telling you right now, one day her mother was walking along Coney Island. She was all alone at night, and then out of the water poked out a very clever and handsome eel. The next thing you know, nature took its course, and here we have a living eel woman. If you ever wonder what our performers inside look like, what they do and what they say, right now's the time. Live living eel girl right here, right now, Miss Candy. Folks, you can get your tickets inside here, right inside at the gift shop. Next shop is 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes, the next show will start. You will not regret it, Nashville, Tennessee, I guarantee.
I think I'm ready to film now. Well, my name is Candy Dish. I'm 157 years old. And I came up with people like Joan Rivers, Mel Brooks, Rodney Dangerfield. Well, actually, it was a toad named Joan in a river, and a frog named Rod in a field, and a duck named Mel in a brook. We were all very funny, very close friends. ABC actually saw my stand-up special, Just Bogging Around, that's what it was called, and they said, would you like to film a pilot with us? And I thought, yeah, I want nothing more. And then the United States government caught wind of my existence. They scrapped the whole project, and I'm sorry. I thought I would never perform again. One place that allowed me to perform was the Coney Island Freak Show, which I did willingly, but also resented because I feel normal. You know, I don't feel like a freak. So today, we're going to go there. We're going to go to my childhood home, and hopefully we can salvage some good memories out of all of this. Candy Dish isn't my real name. My real last name is... Here it is. I spent the first 55 years of my life here almost. This is my old next-door neighbor. The neighborhood's changed so much.
You cannot get good barbecue here, but you can get live freaks.
She belongs here?
You do too, we all belong here.
This is land of everybody.
I rode the Wonder Wheel when it was first built. I was 65 then. Oh, God, I'm old. Sometimes I forget how old I am.
How old are you?
I think I'm 157. When I come out here, I get like a romantic feeling. It reminds me of that my mother and father, that was where I was spawned. And I just know one day I'll meet my person here.
And now, straight from the bog, here's Candy Dish!
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Welcome to the Candy Dish Variety Show. I'm your host, Candy Dish. I just flapped myself out of the bog to come here, and boy, are my dorsal fins tired. They are tucked underneath my skirt as we speak. So I'd like to do a few jokes for you all now. Well, it's very hard for me to get a man. I've never been able to keep a man, they say. But, my mother would always tease me, and she would say, why aren't you married? You're too old, and you should have a child by now. And a girl your age should be married at this point. And, my father would say, ah, because he was an eel. They'd both ask me, don't you want children? But I would say, okay, you try finding a human American male who can hold their breath underwater for 30 minutes and then have them call me. They aren't exactly lining up around the block for old Candy. Then explain to that same human male that he's got to carry around 6 to 12 fertilized egg sacs on his back for the next 3 months in order for our hatchlings to develop. Vertebrae aren't exactly cheap, and they take a long time to fully solidify in the egg sacs. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of gentlemen callers. But we've got great friends of mine on the Variety Hour tonight, and we'll meet them. It's two strong and sassy human female women. But first, a word from our lovely sponsors. Don't touch that dial on your television set. I mean neither the volume dial, nor the channel dial, nor the power dial, and definitely don't touch either of the antennas that rest atop your television set, because I want you to keep watching it right here for a word from our lovely sponsors.
How long have you been doing this? These sketches and these skits, eh? I mean, it's a little bit of a joke.
I mean, it's a comedy program. I'm sorry, John, but I'm doing this, I'm trying to be a star. I'm trying to make it.
I understand, but, also, I mean, the microwave at home is not going to clean itself.
Yes.
it's a,
I mean...
there are responsibilities if you're neglecting from home,
well,
such as ironing and cleaning and doing the dishes. And
yes. I mean, we can...
You still haven't used the new dishwasher.
I know, I'm afraid of it. The noise it makes scares me. It reminds me of certain creatures that would inhabit the bog that I'm from.
Right.
But I can't actually iron. I'm constantly secreting mucus from my hands, and they'll interfere with the cord.
Sure. Aside from that, though, I mean, I can only have clams every so often.
Yes.
It's the seaweed and the clams. It gets a little...
I know.
I like to mix it up every once in a while, so why don't we, we'll finish this and then you can spend some more time at home, baby.
Oh, yes.
Listen, because I have some needs too, and I don't want to talk about that here, but it's just like...
Yes, your human male needs that
Yeah, I mean, you don't give them to me when I want them.
Well, you seem to want them quite often.
And it's your job to give them to me when I want them. So I don't know what's the problem.
Well, I thought that marriage meant that I could just see you whenever you were in the hospital. I didn't know there were all these other things about it.
Oh, Candy, darling, there are many other things about it.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know how to be what you need.
Ooh, that was sweet, Candy. But now I'm in the mood for something salty. Why don't you go up in the kitchen and whip up something?
Oh, Swampy, you know I'd love to do that for you, but I actually have to start cooking my husband John's dinner because he's coming home in about an hour and he likes his food to be warm.
But the last train to Marshville leaves in 45 minutes. I was hoping you'd be on it with me. You are well aware that it is molting and mating season down there. I can't imagine either one without you.
Nor I you, but I can't come with you, Swampy. You know I've got to stay here. I have a life here, and I'm trying to be a comedian. I'm trying to be
something you're not. I'll be on that platform, getting tickled by the fog under the lamplight. For where will you be? With the hot food you made your husband?
I'm sorry, Swampy, but what do you want me to do? I'm trying to be a successful comedian, and you know that East Coast audiences, they don't take kindly to who we are. What we are.
And what is that, Candy?
Swampy, don't make me say it.
Say it.
Swampy.
We are lesbians. We are amphibian lesbians.
Swampy, I have neighbors. Do you know how hard it was for me to get this apartment? I'm Jewish.
Do you know why? Everyone knows the name Swamp Chanteuse. It is because I am unapologetically myself. And audiences around the globe love me for that. Maybe you should try it sometime.
Oh, well, how convenient for you. I'm actually so happy for you. That must be so nice, being yourself. Well, I can't do that, because I'm trying to please the human demographic and be successful as a comedian.
Do you know the biggest joke of all, Miss Comedian?
Oh, what is that?
You're trying to be a chameleon, but you're nothing but an eel. Ha 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 ha!
Just go! It would never work out between us anyway. I'm salt water and you're fresh water. Now get out of here. I can hear
My husband's automotive vehicle coming now.
Well, I thought you said he'd be here in an hour.
He will. He's a few miles away, but I'm using echolocation. So just go! Get out of here! Oh, God. Oh, Swampy.
Listen, when I get home tonight, I want my dinner to be hot, okay? All right, 5.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Candy Dish Variety Hour. Oh, welcome back to the Candy Dish Variety Hour. I promised you that we would have some wonderfully strong and sassy female human comedians on this show, and that's exactly what we have tonight. I'm so pleased to welcome to the Candy Dish carpet the wonderful, unique, sassy and strong and human woman, comedian Robin Eggs.
Yes, absolutely divine
Yes,
to see you.
you too.
Yes. Where do I look? Okay. I'm a female comedian. Ever heard of it? I've been around for ages. I mean, I've been around so long, people think I'm dead. I'm a plant comedian, not because I carry this plant around, but because when I drink, I plant myself on the ground. Yes. But I also have a plant. The plant has a name, Charlie. Charlie the plant. I've got a husband. He's a dip. He never wants to do anything with me if it isn't sex related, which is disgusting to me. Why would anyone want to have sex with someone you're related to? Just kidding. I've had sex with my entire family and my husband's. Because of my plant, people look at me like I'm crazy. What's an old hag like you doing with a plant like that? Gee whiz! Where else is this plant gonna go? That one's not ready yet. Still working on it. I'm a mature comedian. You may be able to tell from my voice. Oh yeah, people say she's been around. You can tell from her voice. But let me tell you, if I keep my mouth closed, people mistake me for a little child. You know, sometimes I take advantage of that. I won't tell you how. It's a crazy time, the 60s, you know, got all these hip cats around trying to woo you and swoon you to some crazy sounds. No, thank you, I say when I'm approached. I'm old-fashioned, no need to swoon me. I'm ready to have your baby, let's get it on. Just kidding, I'm infertile and I find pride in that. Thank you.
Why don't you join me here on the couch? Oh. Oh.
It's such a pleasure to be here.
I'm so happy that you're
Candy.
here. I haven't seen you in so long.
I haven't seen me in so long.
Oh, God. How is your husband?
He's fine. Thank you for asking.
Mine is also fine.
How's your husband doing?
He's fine.
What's he doing for work nowadays?
Oh,
Hold
you
on
know.
just a second. What? No.
Okay. What?
What?
Oh, yes.
Sorry, just
no.
Charles is talking to me again.
Oh, Charles.
Charles the plant.
Yes.
He's got a mind of his own.
How did you and your husband meet?
Plant shop.
Oh, wow. That's great. That sounds like you had a love connection instantly.
Yes. I was looking for a plant.
Oh.
And he was there looking for another plant. And I was like, that plant's mine. He's like, no, it's mine. And we started fighting over Charlie right here, Charles.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, he's cute, and he talks. He talks to you.
Yes, to you.
You know, you never run into a talking plant. And I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry, that plant is mine.
And then the rest was history.
The rest was history.
Oh, well, my husband and I, we met actually at the beach.
Really?
Yes, he had, his ship had crashed. And I dragged him out of the water. I was just in there because I need to go to re-soak my skin because the pH is not suited to land.
Right,
I need to go into the ocean every 16 hours or I will dry out. And my skin will break off. So I was just in the ocean like I am every 16 hours. 12 if I can get there in time.
Oh, my God.
But, you know, it's hard to get down there.
Yeah,
all the way down there.
It's so hard.
And I saw a human body floating, and I dragged it to shore, and I thought, you know, I can either use my own fluids from my cloaca to digest and eat this.
Oh my God, can't I?
Oh, but then the human body started to move, and I thought, well, he's kind of cute. And he sputtered water out after I stomped on his sternum. And he was so dazed, he looked at me and he said, oh, you must be a mermaid. Which is very flattering, but I'm just a woman and an eel mixed together.
Right, a mermaid.
Well,
a mer-eel.
Yes.
If you will.
I mean, I don't think mermaids actually can be Jewish because they're not kosher. So I'm just Candy. But he was so delirious from being shipwrecked that he married me on the spot, and we officiated the ceremony in the hospital.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Are you gonna have children?
We've discussed that.
And?
It's a discussion at this point.
Right,
We're still trying to make it work in terms of my cloaca.
Cloaca.
Yes.
Your cloaca.
My cloaca.
I've got one of those, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Smooth, hairless slit where I defecate, reproduce, and...
what is it?
It's my genitals. It's where I can lay eggs from, but also fornicate and defecate.
I don't think everybody else needs to know about that.
Okay.
I'm just asking for myself.
Well, you know, I see you sometimes at parties.
Yes, we go to parties all the time.
Yes, we love them. We love to party.
I love to party.
Sometimes.
That's one of my favorite moves.
Oh, stop it. You're making me jealous.
With Charlie. Oh, I'm a party animal. Yes. Do you remember that one time at the party you tried to kiss me?
What? I'm sorry?
Do you remember that one time at the party you tried to kiss me?
Maybe Charlie, the plant.
Do you remember this one time at the party you tried to kiss me?
You are a comedian. You are a very funny comedian. And we are actually going to be back.
Why did you do that?
We're going to be back soon with more jokes.
Very uncomfortable.
More jokes from more comedians.
Sometimes I dream about it in my nightmares. I don't trust you
Robin,
anymore
eggs, everybody.
Hi, I'm Candy Dish. Do you want to smell like you walked out of a pond and didn't shower? Want to smell like an old leather shoe that's been at the bottom of a lagoon for a decade? Well, now you can. Thanks to science, they've distilled the naturally occurring fragrance produced by 2 small glands near my rear opening and bottled it for your convenience. It's called Secretion, and it's available exclusively at Barney's New York and Reptile Habitat stores. So douse yourself in a pheromone blend that will make suitors go, whoa, what the hell is that? That's Secretion, baby. Secretion for the woman who loves to squirt. Take it from me, I'm Candy Dish, and my secret is my secretion.
Oh, and we're back. We are actually back now to the show. My show. I'm Candy Dish, and welcome to the Candy Dish Variety Hour. Thank you so much for being here. We've just been talking to my lovely comedian, sassy, female, strong human woman, friend and woman, Robin Eggs.
Yes, hi, my name is Robin Eggs, in case you didn't catch that before.
But now I'd like to welcome on another wonderful guest. You guessed it, she's strong, sassy, female, human, and woman, and a dating and lifestyle expert.
Ooh,
Her
Honig.
name is Tiffany.
Mwah. Mwah.
Yes.
So good to see
Yes,
you,
you
Candy.
too. You
Hello,
smell
Robin.
great.
Absolutely. Hello.
Nice to
And your
meet
skin
you.
is
Where
so
am I
soft.
looking? Where am I looking?
Very soft skin.
Oh, yeah. Well, soft skin. You wouldn't... I had a crazy day, okay? You're thinking about my soft skin. I can't even go there right now, okay? Because I had a hard day. I ended up in hospice today.
Oh my God.
I went to the hospital, okay? I was going to get a staple in my flank because I ripped my flank from bending over. I was in my class. I take a bag making class, and I dropped a button. I go to bend over. I rip my flank in half. It's fully ripped. It's fully open. So I go to the hospital to get a fix, and I get in the room, and the doctor comes in, and he says, "Mary Thompson?" I said, "I'm not Mary Thompson. This is a hospice ward." He says, "Mary Thompson, hospice?" I said, "That's not me." And I was about to tell him, but then the doctor says to me, "Mary Thompson, it's your lunch." And I say, "You know what, I'm famished. I haven't eaten all day." So I say, "You know what, I'll stick around for lunch." So he gives it's a stew. You know, it's like peas on one side, carrots, and you mix it together with beef in a brown gravy. And I said, "This is so nourishing. I'm gonna eat the whole thing." So I eat it up. And then when the doctor comes back in, I says to him, "You know, Doc, I messed up. I don't know what happened. I think the blood was coming out of my flank from when I bent over, and I lost the blood in my brain, and I didn't realize that I was eating Mary Thompson's lunch. I'm so sorry." Then what happens? I find out Mary Thompson was supposed to get out of hospice that day, but meanwhile, I'm eating her stew. She's getting a flank staple, and it turns out she's allergic to the metal in the staple. So she actually had died that day. She died later on. I felt so bad. I was so upset. So I take the bus home. I go home to my husband. I'm upset. I'm a mess. And I'm full. Oh, I'm so full with the stew. And I says to my husband, "Honey, I had a bad day. I did a bad thing." And he is trying to make whoopee in the kitchen. He's trying to bend me over. He's trying to make whoopee in my ass. And I said, "Not right now, Stanley. I had a bad day. I was in hospice. I didn't even get my flank staple. I'm bleeding out. I don't want to make whoopee right now." He says, "Just let me put whoopee in your ass." I said, "Stanley, now is not the time." And what do you know? I end up caving because I don't know what to tell you. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, but I cave. And he makes whoopee in my ass. I get caca all over the whoopee, all over the floor. There's blood on the floor. It's embarrassing. And, you know, I am a relationship and sex expert. This should not happen to me, but that goes to show you that men are dogs. This is what it's like out there, okay? And I mean, even, you know, and my husband passed. My husband passed later today. You'll hear more on that later, but he's not even with us anymore, and I'm talking about how he's a dog. That's all I can talk about. So that goes to show you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
Tiffany.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you
gosh,
so
what
much.
an intense story.
Yeah, it was a hard day.
It made me really hungry.
Yeah, for so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I had an asshole, I wouldn't let my husband touch it.
Oh, no.
I just have one hole.
What's that?
I was explaining earlier to Robin, it's a cloaca.
Oh my God, I had that at Cafe Titono's.
No, it's
I had that so good.
No,
peas.
not-
I love
well,
peas. And I used to not like peas. So when I had that dish, I was like, I thought I didn't like peas. It's funny.
It's actually my genitals and it's my reproductive organs and my bowels.
Then what did I have at Cafe Titono?
I'm not sure. Maybe a calzone?
Okay. All right, Candy. I'm not going to argue with you on your show. I'm not going to come for you on the show. But
I didn't come here to fight. I just wanted to maybe
cloaca.
talk to my female sister friends about our units.
yeah, absolutely.
Just
Yes.
want to talk about them and think about them, and what do they look like? What do both of yours look like?
My vagina is so big, you can fit a whole plant store inside of it. I mean, let me tell you. Let me tell you a story about a girl who grew up to have a huge hole. And I won't tell you that story.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But if you want me to write a book about it, I can.
I would love to read that book.
Yes.
My clitoris is engorged right now.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
I would love to have a clitoris.
It's engorged.
What is a clitoris?
It's the hard part.
What do you mean the hard?
It supposedly
It's the hard
makes
part, it's a
sex
little
feel
ball.
good.
It's a little ball.
Oh, it feels very good, but not when it's engorged. I was cleaning the house with my spray, and some of the spray got into the clit.
How do you say it again?
The clitoris.
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 Well, I have a clitoris too.
Yeah, you must.
Okay, am I the only one who doesn't have a clitoris here? I mean, I feel crazy.
No
Wait,
clitoris.
Is it clitoris
No,
or
it's just
clitoris?
Clitoris.
Clitoris.
Yeah.
Not Claris, because I know someone named Claris.
No, I don't have one. But basically, it's just I have a small flap-like opening there, and it's
Candy, stop.
Well, you're
making me
talking
sick.
about yours.
All right,
You know,
I'm sorry.
this one time, I went to a fair, I don't know how long ago. I've been around, let me tell you. And I went to one of the machine rides, and this man told me to get on the ride. And I said, okay, doesn't seem like there's a line. There's also no machine. What's the ride? He's like, get on my back, and I'm a horsey. And I said, okay.
Oh my God.
You just got on some
fell for
strange man's
anything.
back.
And I rode that horsey for a long time.
Yes, girl.
For a long time. I didn't know it wasn't a ride until my mom was like, excuse me, get off of that old man's back.
Wow. You know,
He has a boner. You're riding a man with a boner all over. Jeez Louise.
You know, my husband makes me pretend to be he used to before he passed. He used to make me pretend to be a horse.
I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my God.
I'd have to go, hey, hey,
exactly what we did.
onto the tip. Soft. Dead soft. I'd have to go,
Oh my God.
until he got hard.
You know what I have to do for my husband?
What do you have to do?
I have to clean the dishes. I have to clean the toilet.
Yeah, I've been there.
I have to cook the food.
Uh-huh.
And then when all that's done,
Yeah.
we go into the bedroom and I have to hang upside down like a bat and he has to watch me sleep.
Oh my God.
You know, for my husband, he wants me to, touch appliances that are electric, and I can't because constantly I'm secreting mucus from my hands.
Right.
And I will get electrocuted.
Yes.
And he always also wants to have sex with me. And lately we've been realizing that there's a corrosive quality to the fluid that I secrete from my cloaca.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And so we've been lining the inside of my body with plastic bags before copulation.
Oh my God, that can't be good for you.
Well, I dissolve the bags with the fluid, so
Well, then that's
I'm actually
great. I'm
yeah.
happy for you.
But we
that's
haven't
good.
been able to really
very
make it
good.
happen yet. But I like the idea of children, but 25 hatchlings at once would really turn my life upside down.
I'm sure.
You don't have time for that.
No. But speaking of time, we actually have a very special treat for you all.
Oh yeah.
This individual, well,
fuck me, I'm excited.
Yeah. I met them actually when I was also walking along the beach, but they were not shipwrecked whatsoever. They seemed confident and knew what they were doing. And they're going to show us tonight just what they can do.
Okay.
This musical guest will be playing a show at Baby Castles on April 20th, which is a very special date. I don't know if you all know that. It's Adolf Hitler's birthday. A man who I hate with my entire existence because as I've said, I'm part eel, but I'm also part Jewish. Ooh. And I take every opportunity to be outspoken as I can about that.
Yes,
because
you should,
I'm a female, I'm an eel, I'm Jewish. They somehow gave me a television show. I'm gonna talk about it. With no further ado, I would love to present to you Real Dominic.
Yeah.
grasping for air. Your vitals are back, and I'm laying there, and my muscles are tight, and I'm looking tough. It's just the right angle, and I'm all oiled up. I'm all oiled up. I'm all oiled up. I'm all oiled up. Paramilitaries, fueled by billionaires, didn't deserving to be shot for stealing water just to survive. At least I will be haunted. All that time that I spent at the gym won't have been for naught. Catastrophe will feel to me until I need the sun to fade. Catastrophe will feel to me until I need the sun to fade. Gotta be fit for the apocalypse. Apocalypse, apocalypse. The futilities that rest on me. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I need to know how I look when I'm gasping for air. And the piles of ash, and I'm laying there. And my muscles are tight, and I'm looking tough, and it's just the right angle. I'm all oiled up. I'm all oiled up. I'm all oiled up. I'm all oiled up.
Oh, okay, we're back. And we are back. Welcome to the Candy Dish Variety Hour, sponsored by Mountain Dew, Venus Razors, Chick-fil-A, and some other...
And Uncle Sam.
Yes.
And Uncle Sam. I remember him.
I'm joined as always by my dear friend, Robin Eggs.
Hello. Yes.
You about as old as I am.
I'm about as old as I am.
Oh, it's frustrating. This new technology, everything's metal now, and they found that there's a sort of conductivity to the mucus that I secrete from my hands that doesn't let me let go of things. But I've quit smoking, as you can see. I'm now doing the vape, and this is my big 4,000th episode. I'm very excited to have my. Are you just going to be on your phone the whole time?
I'm ordering Seamless from this new I've never had. Let me tell you something. I've never had Thai food before. I've never even been there. But you can just order it on a Seamless. You can just order whatever you want. It's kind of like you could go all over the world if you want to, just through food alone.
Speaking of all over the world, we've actually ran a Twitter poll. I'm not sure how you were all able to get out and vote so fast from your homes, but
Get out and vote!
Yes, on the Twitter poll. The Twitter poll was, is the ocean bay or not bay?
Bay.
I thought the ocean is bay.
Ocean's bay.
To me, the ocean is bay. But the results of the poll came back, and 89% that said the ocean is not bay. That was my exact reaction as well. You know, I don't really understand things these days and how they work, like Twitter and the internet. You know, I accidentally filmed myself doing my nightly routine, which involves shedding my skin completely. And I didn't know that it posted to the internet, and that was a big problem for me. I had to get that taken down, and I'm not sure that it is taken down. You know, I thought the ocean was deep and vast, but the internet, now that's a dark, dark, scary place.
Yes, have you gone to the dark web, Candy?
Only at night when I stick my hand deep inside myself. So...
What?
We talked about this decades ago.
Remember when you tried to kiss me?
Robin, so I actually have a great guest today. We got a female human woman.
Wow.
She's strong and sassy, but she's also a millennial. She's someone that you will relate to, as opposed to old me over here. I'm almost 205 years old. So we brought a great guest on. She hails from Brooklyn, New York, currently, and she's a stand-up comedian. You can catch her at clubs and colleges all over. Her name is Edie Modica.
Hey. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Hi. So, jealousy makes me horny. I'm sorry. Jealousy makes me horny. Jealousy makes me horny. And I just, I don't know what to do about it. And I feel like I'm naked in front of the crowd, 'cause these words are my diary, screaming out loud, and I know that you'll use them however you want to. So, you know the Nutty Professor, the scene where Eddie Murphy gets like really, really big, and he's already like a big man. You know the Nutty Professor?
Yes, Eddie Murphy, and he plays all these different people. It's
Oh,
so funny.
that's Norbit. That's Norbit.
Yeah.
This is the Nutty Professor. He plays one big man, and he grows really big. He's walking through the city, and seeing him grow to be a huge man was the first time that I was like horny. Just watching him grow, and then it was later confirmed that that was something for me when I saw a fat bastard lying in bed with with sexy lady eating a chicken wing. And I haven't found any. I look up information about that online, and there's not much for me. So I've turned to, you know, since then it's only I've gotten into worse things, or not worse, but I can only come from a man hump tree come moan. That's the title of the video now. That's my only way of doing that. I think when you start at Fat Eddie Murphy, it goes into that later on in life. Thank you so much. And I've always been like freaky about masturbating. I used to like do it in my room, and then I would be like out of breath, and I would go find my mom and be like, hey, I was just like jumping around in my room. I guess out of like guilt or something, I wanted to like make it like clean the slate for her. And then a few years after that, she walked in on me. I would go in the bathroom to do it sometimes, because I figured like I could have privacy there, and it would take the amount of time that it takes to shit to come. So I would lie on the floor and do that. And I was doing my thing, lying on the floor, thinking of Eddie Murphy growing. And my mom opened the door, and I stopped, and I was like, hey, I was waiting here to scare you. is what I told her. Like I would have waited any amount of time to scare her, and then that would have been it. I wouldn't go, rah, and I got her. And now I put my phone on my computer. Like I open up my computer and have whatever screen is there, and then I look up the porn on my phone, and then I lean the phone on the computer back, and that's how I do it now. So that's just the evolution of how I've grown to be where I am today, really. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. I mean, so you just go, when you do stand-up, you just go on stage and that's what you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should move.
No, you're fine.
No, don't worry about it.
Hold on.
I don't want you to get up. I don't want you to have to get up.
Hold on just a second. This takes me a really long time.
Yeah, you can just stay right there. It's totally fine.
Hold on just a second.
Okay. I mean, I'm amazed. You know, we talked about certain things in my day, but it was never about pleasure. It was always about, oh. All right. There she goes. There goes Robin. Robin and Charlie. Oh, no, don't.
There goes I got it.
Okay.
I could use some youthful help.
Yeah, I got you. I guess I'll sit here.
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know if
No. It's totally
we do things
fine.
old style here.
Yeah, that's
because I'm
cute.
very old.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, I'm just amazed by the ability for you to speak so openly about pleasuring yourself and sort of fulfilling your own desires. That was never
it's just
really
such a part of me. So, is she okay?
Yeah, she's just backing that thing up.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta back that ass up. I've seen it online.
You know, I can't believe that all millennials today want to do is just masturbate to phone porn when we have the most thrilling and scariest and arousing thing of all right at the water's edge, which is the ocean. And yet 89% of you said that the ocean is not bay. I don't understand it.
Do you get off from the ocean? Is that what you're saying?
It's not that I get off from the ocean. It's that the ocean...
Because you, like, don't have a clit, right?
No, I don't have a clit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hi.
Okay.
I don't need that right now.
So I've got...
Thank you.
Is that the time?
Telemarketers just call you whenever they want.
Well, you could be careful because that could be your Thai food delivery, perhaps.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Oh,
well, the producers actually have a special gift for me. They said a surprise. It is my 4,000th episode. I've been on the air since the 1960s.
That's crazy.
Thank you, and it's now 2019, and what little audience I have, I thank you so much for being with me all this way, or if you were born more recently, half of the way, or a quarter of the way, or 1/8 of the way. Any part of the way, as long as you were there with me, I'm in debt to you with my gratitude. So they've told me they have this special video message to play from the past from one of my friends for my 4,000th episode.
Vintage,
yes,
cool.
It's a tape. So if we can roll this.
Candy, if you're watching this, it means I'm dead. I swallowed a child's rattle that someone carelessly threw into the swamp, and I can't go to the doctor because I don't have life insurance. So I will die soon. But know this, I love you. I really love you. And please, step out of the bog and into the sunlight. I'm dying, but I know I will live forever because my legacy will live on. Because I am authentically myself, but you will fade with the tides. I love you, Candy. Goodbye. And please get health insurance. I really fucked that up. Good night. Forever. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
That was that person.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Who was that?
That was Swamp Chanteuse. We lost touch in the 1960s, but we had a very intense. I'm done.
Whoa.
I'm done living this lie that I've tried to live for the last 50 some odd years. I'm going to say it now because I don't care anymore. I'm 2 centuries old and 5 years, and I don't care anymore. I'm a lesbian. Are you okay? Was that in my reaction to me, or are you in pain?
Reaction.
Okay, I'm sorry, but yes, I'm a lesbian. I don't know if any of you knew this or if it comes as a shock to you, but that is what I am. I'm gay.
Yeah.
What?
I just said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone knows that. Like,
oh, everyone knows that.
You were on like the list on BuzzFeed that was like 50 comedians that you didn't know were gay and are still alive. Can you believe it?
Oh.
You were like number 10.
Wow, number 10.
It was like gayest, the top 10.
How did they? I don't understand how
Everyone
they. Wow. Well, if everybody knows, then.
I didn't know.
I'm sorry, Robin. I mean, I tried to kiss you at that party and you never let me forget it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gay. Okay. I'm not going to say it ever again in your presence. But you know, I wanted to be open like you, and I had a routine that I created and abandoned in the late 50s, thinking that I could never be myself on television. But I wanted to do it here for you tonight. If it's the last episode, if they cancel me for being gay, and this is my final episode, I want to do the burlesque dance that was inspired by my dear pal Swampy. So Swampy, if you're up there in heaven or you're down there in the big marsh under the big marsh under the crust of the earth, this is for you.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Well, I guess I support you.
Where the crane flies through the marshes, where the turtles sun their shells, where the water's black as a devil's track,
That is where our swamp grew. What did she say there, the girl with the golden hair, to make me follow her down there? How did she look when she took me by the hand?
Tonight my hair will float in the water, and the gold will no longer shine. It will spread like a fan in the water, while I make a mysterious sign.
We have seen that sign before.
My eyes aren't like the whippoorwill. My eyes aren't like the barn. And if you see her, believe me, you must flee her.
Never follow where disillusion lies.
I'll say it's better there in the water, where it's cool and calm and serene. I will gladly come to the water, to a world made of emerald green.
We have heard that call before.
I can hear it when I'm weary. I can hear it when I'm ill. I can hear it when the joy of living seems to have lost its thrill.
She taunts me, dares me, then she tears me like paper dolls are torn.
Calling, come to the deep where your sleep is without a dream.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God!
Body like wow. She better get this trial. Titty so beautiful, fish queen Jezebel should be criminals. Don't make sense for a bitch to be this and down. Rock to the side. What is that sound? Watch me drop, drop, drop into the ground. Wait for the 4, drop to the floor. Add up the 10 to get the score. I've been that bitch, yes, I love that line. Fishy, feminine, up and coming. From the Clintons to the Obamas, I keep it tight. Now they call me big cream bitch. I love that drama. Fishy, feminine, up and coming. From the Clintons to the Obamas, I keep it tight. Now they call me. I don't need you anymore. No, I don't need you anymore. Do you believe in love?
you all know what a cloaca looks like. Well, okay, I'm gay, I'm green, but there's something even better that I want you to see on your screen right now. So keep it right here for repeat guest, my favorite and yours, the immortal, Real Dominic. That was amazing. That was so great. I got word while we were listening to the music of Real Dominic. I mean, aren't they fantastic? Let's hear that again. So I just got news from the producers that the video that you took, thank you so much, Edie Modica, of me dancing just went viral. Oh my God. So can we see where it went viral on? Okay, well so it's on Pornhub? Is that like a YouTube, a Pornhub?
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow, I guess that's what it means to be gay in 2019. Thank you so much for joining me on the Candy Dish Variety Hour. I hope that I'm allowed to perform again on television because I did just show my cloaca and we do not have censors working. Good night, everybody. Cigarette. I can't be doing this metallic jewel shit anymore. Can somebody get me a real fucking cigarette? Quaaludes, anything? Oh, John, thank you so much. You come. I mean, I'm sorry you had to find out this way that I'm gay, but I mean, I'm gay.
I am too.
You are? Oh, John! We're both gay.